Hey everybody, I'm Odin, and today we are checking out a game called Legends of Amberland: The Forgotten Crown. This is an old school style dungeon crawler game, and if you're familiar with the channel, you know this is my favorite genre of games, and I've been showcasing a lot of them lately. And this one is very much a love letter to games from the very old school, like the original Heroes of Might and Magic games, like especially the third one comes to mind. And I have to be honest, when I first started playing this, and I have put about 3 or 4 hours into it so far, when I first started playing it, I was a little unsure. It didn't really click with me at first, but as I kept playing, it has become very entertaining. So I'm going to show you what it's all about. We'll just go through the character creation real quick so we can get to it. So I'm going to go with new game, choose normal difficulty. So you can choose your race here. And one thing you'll notice immediately is you can have up to 7 characters in your party. And I don't know why you wouldn't put 7 in, because you have that ability. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a dwarf to be my real tough tank guy. And I'm going to choose this sub-race that has a lot of strength and toughness right here. And then these are the specific classes that your different races can use. And these do vary depending on the race that you've selected. I'm going to choose a knight. This is basically going to be your tank. That avatar is probably not going to work for him. He's supposed to be a dwarf. There we go. And you can distribute some attribute points here. Strength is your damage bonus. Toughness is your HP. Dexterity is your bonus to hit and evade. Knowledge is your arcane bonus. And each specific character will have a certain talent, and this affects how effective that is. And willpower is all about magic points and reducing magical damage. So this guy's going to have a bunch of strength and toughness. And then we're going to get another fighter, but this time we'll go with a human here, and we'll choose a Highlander who has strength and dexterity, and we'll make this guy a warrior. They have a formidable toughness and maximum encumbrance, but they don't wear the heaviest armor like knights, so we'll choose that guy right there, and we'll do a similar thing here with strength and toughness. Over here, let's get a wizard. Now, in my experience so far, wizards can be very powerful, but very squishy. So I'm going to get an elf female here. And I think we'll go with the Grey Elf subrace for Dex, Willpower, and Knowledge. You really want the Willpower, of course. And we're going to choose a Wizard right here. Alright, so that picture will work. So Willpower is really important, but also Knowledge. Then, let's see. So we've got 2 fighters, we've got a Wizard. Now we're going to want a healer. I'll just go with a half-elf female here. And let's go with the subrace Highborn Heritage for more Willpower. And we will choose Healer right here. And again, willpower is very important there. And so then you can choose, you can have a bard, you can have some other classes. There is, as far as I know, there's no like ranged, like archer class. There is a ranger, but a ranger is just a mix of magic and fighter. And it's not too bad, so we'll just make one. So we'll go like with an elf male here. And we'll go with Dex, well actually, yeah, we'll go with this one. We'll go with Grey Elf again. And we will go with Rangers. So it says they're a mixture of a fighter and a magic user. So they're capable of using magic similarly to wizards, but at a much lower efficiency. So you'll have options with this type of person, basically. So we want to put stuff into willpower and also strength, because they're going to be doing damage. Then I haven't gotten far enough to where the bard was too useful, but we'll make one. Just, you know, why not? So we'll just make a human male, and we'll go with toughness and willpower. And the troubadour is what we want. The bard is a fighter and a magic user, but they can also be a healer. They're basically a healer fighter. The troubadour is what I've tried before, and they don't have a lot of healing, but they do have support magic. We already have a healer, and support magic seems like it would be useful. Again, I haven't really gotten to a point where it's been too useful, but we'll just crank knowledge and willpower up. And then for our last person, let's just get another fighter. Let's get another dwarf, and this time we'll get one that has how about toughness, knowledge, and fire resistance? And we'll make this guy, we'll just make him a warrior as well. Why not? So we'll give him strength and toughness. And now that's our party, and we can begin our adventure. And when it starts, you get this letter from the royal wizard telling you that you need to come to see him in a castle to the south. That's basically what this is telling you. Alright, so this is what the game looks like. And again, it definitely brings back memories of games like Heroes of Might and Magic, the old ones. Now you'll notice here there's the date and the time. Every time you move, this is turn-based, so 10 minutes will pass. Over here you have your character sheets for each individual character. You just click on them to see what's going on. Here's your inventory, and right now all we have is that letter that we just read. And you can see what everybody has, like our troubadour has some leather armor, a short sword. Our healer has a robe and an enchanted dagger. This warrior has a longsword, chainmail, shield. Our knight has full plate armor, a helmet, a dwarven axe that does a lot of damage, and a large shield, which gives you more armor than the smaller shield by 1. There's our wizard. She's got a staff, an enchanted robe, a wizard's hat, as you might imagine. This ranger over here has scale mail, an axe, and an elven brooch, which gives them immunity to poison. And then over here, our other dwarf warrior has chainmail, an axe, and a small shield. Over here, if you click on a magic user, you can see all their spells. Your arcane rating can tell you at kind of how efficient you are at casting a spell, and that's what these filled in rectangles are right here. And if you mouse over it, it tells you that if you want mastery level 1, you've got to have 1 arcane up there. And it tells you that basically the more arcane or higher arcane skill you have, we have 32, so we can use it at 4. It means that this costs 10 magic points, but it heals for 4 to 16. So again, the spells get more efficient the more mastery points you have. That's the idea. Alright, and then here is our healer. There's all the spells she has. And our ranger also has some healing and one offensive spell. This spell is actually really sweet. This can do damage anywhere from 1 to 45, but if we look at our wizard, because it's more efficient, she can do between 3 and 90 damage. So it could be really low when you use it, but it could be really high, the damage value. Here's your wait button, which does exactly what you would expect. It helps you wait a turn. This is your map, and I have an option on to have this fog of war. By default it's off actually, but this way I know where I've been. When you rest, you can either do a quick rest and eat your vegetables that you have, or you can do a full rest to eat the meat, and the full rest will give you more regeneration. But right now there's an enemy nearby, so we can't rest anyway. Alright, so you're going to move around either by clicking on these things, real old school style, or you just use WASD. That's the general idea. So I can turn and look without moving, so I'm looking around. There are these goblins right behind us. So here's the thing. You can move right into them to initiate combat, or you can wait and see if they attack you. From my experience, it doesn't matter if you wait or if you rush into them. It doesn't matter, that doesn't change whether or not they get the first attack. I think there's an initiative order somewhere, but I haven't been able to find it. So if I try to wait, okay, they move in and they get the first attack. If I would have moved in to attack them, they would have gotten the first attack as well. So you will sometimes fight a single enemy, other times you'll fight multiple ones. Some characters have a special talent, like this knight right here, that lets them target all enemies at once. But here's the thing, you can only use your talent once per rest. And I am going to use it though. So we could attack, we could wait, we don't have any spells. You can look at the information you know about a monster here, or you can flee. I'm going to charge to hit them both. Alright, so I killed one of them with 43 damage. That was quite nice. And here's the other thing. The order of the attack is always the same. It starts with your center character, then it goes here, then it goes here, then it goes here. That's kind of the general fashion that it goes. So there doesn't seem to be an initiative order in that respect for your characters. Alright, so this is our regular warrior dude. Here's his talent. It's a guaranteed hit. Alright, I don't think we need to bother with that. The goblin has 13 hit points. I'm just going to do a regular attack. We did 10 damage. Now it goes to our wizard. I don't need to waste any of her magic points, which are this blue bar right here. I'm just going to have her attack with her weapon, and that'll do it. And up here it says victory, gold 10, and experience 10. That means everybody in the party gets 10 experience, by the way. It's not divided by 7, thank goodness. Alright, so we have to go south to a castle, right? That's our main quest. But there's a town right in front of us. So let's go visit the town. And you just walk into it. And you can go to the elven healer. This is how you resurrect people, by the way. If they're dead, you'll click here. And the trainer, when you have enough experience, this is how you level your characters up. Right here it says I have 10 experience on this particular character, and the next level they need 88, so that means we currently need 78 to get to that total. And every 3 levels you get an attribute point that you can distribute. Alright, but you can click on all the different characters to see what's going on here, and again you can see they all have 10 experience. Also, you have your shop. So here's where you can buy things. These things are fairly expensive. I'm not buying anything right now because I only have 310 gold. But you can also sell stuff by clicking up here or pressing tab. And we can't sell the quest item, but if we had things to sell, they would be right there. The magic shop is where you buy magical or enchanted items. You can only buy them with these crystals, and I haven't gotten any of these crystals yet, so I haven't been able to buy anything magical. Alright, and then there's the inn, and here you can rest, and it'll be the same as resting out in the wild or in a dungeon. It's the same thing, and you can also replenish your food here, and you can also deposit items which you can then retrieve from any inn that you go to, and you can talk to random people here. Sometimes they might have a quest that they'll give you information on, but usually they're just going to talk your ear off. Alright, and so that's the general idea for towns, and you don't have to go to the inn, you can replenish food right here. We have, I think, 1 vegetable and 3 meat, so we could do this right now just to max out our vegetables, so we'll do it. So now we're back down to 300 gold. Alright, so we need to head south. So if we look at the map, this is all we can see so far. Let's fight this guy right here. Let's see if he, well, I'll just move right into him. Alright, so he got the first attack, did 0 damage. I'll hit him there, hit him with this guy. Ooh, 41 damage, that was nice. And then we're just going to turn this way. And there is a dungeon here. Oh, there's another guy. Let's fight this goblin. Okay, he did 4 damage to my warrior over here. Not a big deal. 16. Oh, we killed that one. Alright. So just looking around to see if there's any more of those guys. No, okay, and you can move through the trees. So these things on the map, once you go into them, this will no longer have 3 question marks. It'll tell you what it is. So let's walk in, and you can also hit your map key, and it says Small Dungeon. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to look around real quick. And your map will fill in as you walk around. I kind of wish that it would fill in every space that you can see into, but it doesn't. And I like to have the whole map, you know, charted, so I tend to walk in every tile, and it gets a little tiring, but it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, we got 2 goblins here. We're just going to walk on in. 3 damage here. The other one missed my wizard. So I can't use my talent again because we haven't rested. So I'll just attack, and it's going to attack usually the enemy on the left first, from what I can see. Alright, so we'll attack them twice, got rid of him. Now, just to show you, I want to use this Iron Fist. I think is what it's called, or is it Power Fist? It's Power Fist. So this is a lightning damage spell that, again, can do between 3 and 90. Let's see what we get. 53 damage. So that's very nice. We got 10 gold and 10 experience. Alright, and there's a chest here. You just walk into the chest. We got 92 gold and silver chainmail. So press I to go to the inventory. Silver chainmail is armor plus 6, and it makes you immune to paralysis. So I think this guy has normal chainmail plus 5. We're going to switch this out by just left-clicking. And now his chainmail is in our inventory, and we see the new one over here. That's a good find right there. Alright, so this gate is closed. We can't go through it. Same here. And if you move into it, it says locked grate. There's probably some mechanism somewhere that opens it. So we'll go through this door. Look around. Yep, there is an enemy right here, so let's attack. He did 8 damage to our warrior. Alright, we did 16... 18, dead. Alright, so here's the switch. You just move into it, and the lever has been activated. So we go back out of this door, and this guy came through the opened grate. And I'm going to see if we can get him to walk up to us here. So he moved away that time. Let's wait again. And again. Okay, he doesn't want to fight, basically, but we're going to force him to. Alright, so we did a little damage here. They tend to, quite often, I think they know who to target. Because they don't often target my knight, who's always in the center, and he's basically the tank. So they'll usually target these people to the left and right of him, especially the wizard. I don't know, I haven't tried putting the wizard in a further off slot to see if that changes who they attack, but it probably does. Alright, 22 damage. 12, he is dead. Alright, that grate is still closed. We'll go through this one now. Alright, and I don't believe, by the way, I don't believe the map is procedurally generated. I believe it's static. Okay, Goblin, we went through the door and he got the first attack, got the jump on us. But that's okay, he's dead. Here's another switch. One thing I really wish this game had was the sound of footsteps. This might seem like such a minor thing to talk about, but it just, I don't know, it just feels kind of weird walking around. It's totally silent. And again, it's really not a big deal, very minor issue, but I would really like to hear footsteps. On that note, there is already a sequel to this game, by the way, Legends of Amberland 2, which I have not played. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's footsteps in that one. Alright, so this grate didn't open. Let me look at the map. So we hit that switch, and we hit that switch right there. What did we miss? Let's go back in here. And just... Okay, I didn't go through this door, did I? Oh yeah, I did. This is where the switch was. So I hit that switch. I don't know... Oh, there's another grate here. That's the one that just opened. I see. Okay, silver small shield and an enchanted blade and 160 gold. Very nice. So the silver small shield is armor 2, paralysis immunity. So, I already have paralysis immunity on this guy. Does this guy have a shield? Yeah, so I'm going to give this guy the silver small shield. That's going to give him 1 more armor and paralysis resistance. And there's a switch. Alright, that opened this grate here. And that was the grate that we needed opened. Alright, sweet. And there is a door behind here. So let's look around. There's doors on either side of us. Okay, 3 at once. Alright, so this is good, actually. So first let me attack. And then attack with the warrior. He missed. Now we can use one of these wizard spells that attacks everybody. And that's when it says all. All means it attacks all the enemies you're fighting. So let's try... Yeah, let's do the fireball. It's going to do anywhere between 30 and 40 damage to every single one of them. And it killed all 3 of them. Very nice. And you can see our magic points have only gone down by 20 so far. We can rest to get those back. Alright, let's go across this room. Okay, same kind of situation. Alright, things are not looking so good for my warrior here. So let's attack. Now, our healer will get to go, and I'll have her heal him if I don't kill everybody right now with this spell. But I'm going to try it again anyway. Fireball. And we killed all 3 of them. So here's the good news. You don't have to be in combat to use magic. So if I click on our healer and then go to magic, I can choose heal. This is a single heal. And I will say use magic and then click on the person. That guy's healed. We might as well heal our wizard too while we're at it. I think you can just click on magic, then click on the portrait. The order doesn't matter. Use magic, heal. Alright, looking around the room. Nothing else in there. And there is somebody hiding over here. So this is a goblin fighter. You can tell because he has this different dagger here. Let's wait and see if he attacks. No, he doesn't want to, so there it is. Alright, he didn't do any damage, so I guess we parried that. Alright, I missed. My warrior hits. Let's just do... Why not? Let's do a power fist. 75 damage. Alright, there's another one right there. We'll just move into combat. Did 6 damage to my warrior. Alright, they missed. Let's do a regular attack. He only has 5 hit points. Alright, we killed him. Alright, another one. Blocked that. Alright, man, this warrior keeps missing over here. Let's try a power fist again. Oh my goodness, that was a ton of damage. Alright, sweet. Alright, another regular goblin. He just went over here to the left. Alright, now we're attacking. Another miss. Let's just do a regular attack here. So now we have our healer. Just to show you, the healer has a special ability called Recovery, and this affects all party members. You restore a quarter of everyone's lost HP, and if anybody's unconscious, they will regain consciousness. But we don't need to do that. We'll just attack, and they'll miss. Here's our ranger. So our ranger can actually do the power fist spell like I showed you earlier, but it has the potential of doing far less damage, but it's still pretty good, so we're going to try it. 14, okay. Now it's our troubadour. He can play a song. This affects all party members. It removes the Afraid debuff and will restore 10% health and magic, but we're just going to attack. And he actually got the kill. And here's another chest. We got a Crest of Spring and some gold. The Crest of Spring is an amulet, and it gives you acid resistance. And let's just give it to our healer. So there it is right there. Alright. Okay, let's see. I think we're done with this place. We can get out of here now. So let's go around. I'm getting lost. There we go. Alright, so we exited. Let's, we need to rest, but not right now. Let's go south here. Now, these guys do move around. They're not static sitting there on the map. So there's a chance we'll get attacked as we go towards this boat, or fisherman's house. I was going to say boatman's house. There is a troll over there guarding this bridge, by the way. And we need to get across this body of water. And one way is to fight the troll, which I haven't tried doing, and I know enough not to recommend it. We want to go to the fisherman's house. So let's see if we can get there without getting attacked. Now this guy really wants to die, so we're going to attack him. There we go, he's done. And then we're going to go here. Alright, fisherman. Want to buy my boat? I think he literally means buy it. It's not renting. It's literally the deal of a lifetime, because otherwise you will die by the hands of the troll upon trying to cross the bridge. Pretty good deal. We have 755 gold now, so we're going to buy the boat. Alright, so we just have to walk onto the boat. Now we are on the water, as you can see right here, and we need to keep heading south. So that's what we're going to do. These guys can't attack us while we're on the water. And so we'll disembark right here by just walking onto the land. And let's see what's going on here. This is Orthus the Hunter. Going to the Great Library in the Valley? Oh no, I wasn't planning on it. The librarians there are crazy, if you ask me. I've heard that they keep a giant lizard in their basement. Some ignorant librarian got a young hatchling and wanted to keep it as a pet, but it grew and went on a rampage. They are now afraid to enter the basement, but they're too proud to ever mention it to anyone. Totally irresponsible. That's what you get for reading too many books instead of spending time outdoors, I tell you. Alright, so that's good information to have. And that's the library right there, by the way. And we will have to go there momentarily. So here's the castle we've been looking for. Again, this was our quest. Visit the Royal Wizard in the Royal Castle, and it tells you that it is south from Timberburg, which was the starting town. Alright, so now we're in the castle. So we need to talk to the Royal Wizard. Now you can walk around to try and find him. I happen to know where he is. He's upstairs. So we're going to go up the stairs, and there's these plaques you can read. This is the Royal Wizard's room. Do not disturb at trivial matters, so we're going to go in there. And here's Gorfindor, the Royal Wizard. And basically, he has found a very disturbing thing while paging through the royal annals. There's a mention of an old crown that belonged to the royal family for generations, yet strangely enough, no one has ever heard about it. No one! There's no written record of it, save for a single mention in the royal annals. That's plainly impossible. Upon further study, I discovered something even more disturbing. A powerful spell of forgetfulness of unknown origin has been cast. It caused everyone in the whole land to forget that the crown ever existed. Why would anyone go to such trouble to conceal the existence of some old crown? I need to investigate further. Go to Master Thalon in the Great Library. He will give you a book for me. So here's our first fetch quest. So we'll go back downstairs. And we'll leave. And we will go... There's another town right here, so we might as well visit it. This is Thorncrest. And we could go to the healer, but we could just rest, and that would basically accomplish the same thing. You pretty much just want to go to the healer when someone has been killed, and you need them to be resurrected. But also, we've got some experience, so let's go to the trainer. Let's start with our knight. He has 125, so he can go to level 2, because he only needs 84 to get there, which means he currently needs 0. So, you just click here. He's now level 2. And we can do this for all of our characters real quick. Everybody's going up to level 2. There we go. And you see their stats do improve randomly. Well, I guess it's not random. It depends on their class, but yeah. And again, every third level you get to choose one for yourself. So they're all leveled up. Now we can go to the shop and sell these things that we don't need, like the small shield right here for 10 gold, the chainmail for 10 gold, and this enchanted blade is not any better than the enchanted blade our magic users already have, but I will hold on to it just in case. And if we look at the shop, there's a few things we might be interested in, but they're all fairly expensive. But this Girdle of Strength definitely seems worth it. Strength plus 5 for 300 gold. If I go to my inventory here, that would be overkill on this guy, but I like it. So we'll buy it for him. I think that's the idea. So Girdle of Strength, buy it for 300, go to the inventory, make sure our knight is selected, click it, there we go. Alright, magic shop, we don't have any crystals, so we're going to go to the inn and we're going to rest. And again, so quick rest will give you have to eat 1 vegetable, 4 hours of time will pass, and you'll get half of your maximum HP replenished, and if you're weakened or confused, those debuffs, that's gone. Full rest, same amount of food, but it's meat and fish instead of vegetables. 8 hours pass, so double the time. You get all your health and magic points back. So that's what we're going to do, full rest. And then we'll replenish our food that we just spent. Alright, now it is night. Oh, okay, this goblin just jumped in my way, but we blocked his attack. Alright, and he's dead. Alright, so we have to go to the library, so let's go there. Alright, so, we need to go upstairs to talk to Master Thalon, if I remember correctly. This is the Independent Researcher's Wing. And if I remember correctly, he's right here. Yeah, Master Thalon. Interesting. So, Gorfindor discovered an old spell that messes with everyone's memory regarding some old crown. But what is the definition of everyone, I wonder? You know, these spells, no matter how powerful, have weak spots. They are unbreakable when it comes to the letter of the spell, but they can't cover everything, and are usually very specific about what they alter. The more powerful the spell, the less flexible it tends to be. Here, take this book and give it to the Royal Wizard. He should get a few leads. Alright, so we got the book. Fetch quest continues, so let's get out of here. And we'll go back to the castle. And we'll go upstairs again. And talk to the wizard. Excellent. With the book from Master Thalon, I can continue. I have an idea. While the spell is too powerful to break entirely, it could be weakened. I could do so if I got hold of the 3 ancient orbs. Go back to Master Thalon, he might be able to help, and we get 100 experience for finishing the quest. Alright, so now we're on another quest. And it is basically the same thing. We're going to go back to the library. Go upstairs. Talk to Master Thalon. And he basically tells us the green orb is in the Enchanted Forest. The dwarves might know something about the red orb, and the blue orb, I have no idea. You might want to ask the wizard from the Tower of the Northern Winds. Alright, so if we look at our info, we now have the Get the Book quest still, and we do have it, by the way, he just gave it to us. And then to revisit the Royal Wizard. It's like if we talk to him again, he's going to tell us the exact same thing, so we know we have the book. And now let's get out of here, go back to the castle one more time. Very MMO-ish fetch quest here. Alright, so I need 3 ancient orbs. The green orb, the red orb, and the blue orb. And Master Thalon might have some ideas. Okay, so we actually didn't have to turn that in. Okay, my mistake. So... Oh, these are completed quests. I'm an idiot. Here's the quests in progress. Alright, so there's the Find the Forgotten Crown, and here's the 3 ancient orbs, and it tells you the first one might be found by talking to the talking tree in the Enchanted Forest, and it says that's the island in the very center of the Central Sea. Alright, so we basically have to go looking around for the Central Sea or whatever. And if we go over here, and we're like, hey, let's go get another boat, and because the boat we used before is on a closed body of water, you can't get out on either side. So you figure, okay, let's go get this boat. Well, this guy's not here. Okay, he has been kidnapped by ogres, and they took him to one of the ogre forts in the south. So we got to go find this guy. So we don't know exactly where this is, we just know it's in the south. So, let's go south. Alright, you can see there's an ogre right there. We're going to fight him. He should attack us if we wait. And of course not. Okay, there we go. I think we actually got the first attack this time, which is amazing. Alright, so anyway, he's got 110 health, and that's a lot. Alright, so we did... Okay, he attacked... Okay, yeah. He didn't get the first attack, but he just attacked and hit our wizard, of course. So our wizard is going to power fist here. 108 damage. I love it. Alright, so we go in here. This is Old Rock Castle. And basically what we'll figure out if we go here is that most of the knights from this place are in the field fighting ogres. That's what you learn, basically. So, let's look around. This is Sir Arthur. He's out there fighting the ogres. This is Sir Dalador. And this guy is also out in the field. We already tried that one. Alright, so here's a guy, the Lord of the Castle. Can you raid both ogre forts and kill the ogre commanders? This would disorganize the ogre forces. Alright, so we know that the fisherman is being held in one of these forts. And this guy wants us to clear the forts. So we go to our current quests, raid the ogre forts, and slay the ogre commanders. Alright. Cool. So we'll get out of here. Let's keep going south. Let's see if I can avoid these guys. Oh, no I can't. Alright, that's fine. We'll kill this goblin. Hopefully, we'll kill him. Healer, how much damage do you do? 7? That's not bad. Alright, 15 there. Okay, this ogre really wants to fight. And he killed our wizard. I forgot to heal her. Yeah, they know who the squishy one is. Now, here's the thing, though. I think if I cast Recovery... Yeah, she'll regain consciousness, so I'm going to do this. Yeah, so she regains consciousness, but you can see she has a debuff. It's weakened, so her strength and dex are cut in half. But if we rest, it goes away. Alright, now it's this dude's turn. The ranger, he's going to use Power Fist. 3 damage. We got real unlucky there. Alright, he hit my knight that time, but that's not a big deal. If we look at our spell book, the only spell he can do is Inspire Courage, which removes the Afraid debuff, but we don't have that. Alright, now I'm going to use our talent on this guy. It's a guaranteed hit. 52 damage, and then now it's my turn as the knight again. 31, got him. You can't rest when monsters are nearby, so that's a problem because there's a guy right next to us. So let's see if we can get away from him and go back to town. That might be the safest place to rest. We'll go to the inn, rest, we'll do a full rest, and then we'll replenish our food and get out of here. Another goblin, yeah, he got out of the way. So, this goblin wants to die. Oh, I missed. There we go. And if we go here, this is Sir Gardvin, and he says we're trying to hold the line against the ogres here, but we're short on manpower. Okay, here's one of the ogre forts, and this goblin wants to get in the way. But we one-shotted him. Alright, so we press M, we're in Ogre Fort Gar. There are lots and lots of enemies in here, okay? But there's also lots of treasure. So, we're going to fight these two at once. Let me attack that guy. We got rid of him, and we can try the old Power Fist spell. 29. And then our healer is actually going to attack and miss, and then the ranger will attack and take care of him. Alright, so we got doors on either side. Oh man, like I said, lots of enemies in here. So you might have been thinking at the beginning, man, 7 characters in your party, that's a lot. Well, there's a lot of enemies to fight. A lot. And some of them are pretty strong. Alright, so I'm going to use my charge to attack both of them at once. Alright, we got that guy, but missed the other one. Let's get the... No, let's not do the guaranteed hit. Alright, 19. Now let's do Fireball. They're dead. Fight this goblin fighter here. And we'll use Power Fist. Won't use any magic against this regular goblin. Oh, he's very dead. Alright, now it's time for another ogre. He's definitely going to hit my wizard here in a second. Okay, he still hasn't attacked. So again, there must be some kind of initiative, but I don't know how to decode it. Let us try Power Fist. Please give me 120 damage. Okay, 20. I said 120. Let's go ahead and... let's heal all. Let's do a mass heal. Alright, so that helped. That was pretty good. Alright, now, this particular ranger has a stun ability, so the target will miss their next attack. Stunned and 16 damage. Bard will attack for 6. This guy will guarantee a hit. 31 killed him. Now we'll wait, and he'll move in. Let's attack. Alright, this is an ogre swordsman. He's got 180 health. So I'm going to guarantee my hit here for 54, and we're going to hope the Power Fist does something great. Yeah, 45. I mean, I'll take it. As for our healer, she is going to do a single heal on our knight. And our ranger, I should have used the Power Fist with the ranger as well. Right. Okay. Oh, I missed. Okay, hit the wizard for a lot of damage there. 24. Man, everyone keeps missing. Power Fist, help me out here. 67. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is where we're going to go ahead and end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if Legends of Amberland looks like something you might enjoy, feel free to grab it. Like I said, when I first started playing, I was a little underwhelmed at first. But after, honestly, about like 20 minutes, I started getting into the groove, and I started really enjoying it. There's a lot of exploration. There's lots of dungeons on the overworld map, lots of things to do, and lots of skills and spells to learn, so I am really enjoying it. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it very much. Please hit like and subscribe if you would like to. Maybe even leave a comment. And I will see you all next time.